Man impersonating police on Tinder interrogated by real police. It's late at night, and you can't sleep. Your phone shows 1 a.m. and you decide to open the dating app with the orange flame icon. After swiping left many times, a profile catches your attention. A man in a police uniform. His name is Trayan, 26, and only 3 miles away. His profile says, BCSO, short for Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office. The photos show him in police uniform, even one with a fully marked patrol car. While meeting a stranger late at night could be dangerous, the badge on his chest makes you feel safe. But what if none of this was real? That was the case for a female Bernalillo County employee. After matching with Trayan, she wondered why she'd never seen him around the office. Investigating further, she spoke with colleagues at the sheriff's office and realized this wasn't just an oversight. Nobody recognized Trayan. BCSO quickly connected the dots. Trayan's Tinder profile was fake. His real name was Rico Treshawn Dukes. He did live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it was him in those photos. But a quick check revealed Dukes didn't work for BCSO. He shouldn't have had a uniform, badge, or access to a marked patrol car. So why did they all appear in his Tinder profile? Officers wasted no time tracking down the police impersonator. They drove to a restaurant called Monroe's near downtown Albuquerque, where they knew Dukes would be meeting one of his Tinder matches. When officers arrived on scene, they noticed Dukes was armed. Dukes was easy to spot because he was wearing a uniform identical to the officers arresting him. While he hadn't come to the restaurant in a patrol car, he would soon be leaving in one. On the way to the station, the officer stopped to get new paperwork and learned there was more to this strange story. Dukes faced additional charges for unlawfully carrying a weapon on school grounds. According to local news reports, the 26-year-old Dukes had worn a BCSO uniform and carried a gun in a holster onto the Volcano Vista High School campus. His former school, he was reportedly visiting a teacher he used to know. Dukes had posted pictures from the visit to social media. At the police station, Dukes was taken to an interrogation room. Real BCSO officers began asking questions. "Can you tell me a little bit about what's going on today?" a detective asked. "I don't know," Dukes replied. "Can you tell me why you're wearing a Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department uniform?" "This is from Kaufman's," Dukes said, referring to a uniform store. Dukes claimed he bought the uniform several months ago for promotional purposes. When asked how he was promoting BCSO, he said, "Videos and stuff." Although he admitted he hadn't actually made any videos. He explained that he had relatives in law enforcement, specifically twin cousins in Richland County, South Carolina. When asked how he could purchase a uniform without identification, Dukes claimed the store didn't require ID after he explained he was buying it for a promotional video for BCSO. However, in a phone interview with Law and Crime, the manager of Kaufman's West store asserted this was virtually impossible. She explained that to purchase any security-related products, customers must present a valid department identification card. A simple driver's license or other photo ID wouldn't suffice. Detectives showed Dukes screenshots from his Tinder profile, including photos of him wearing the uniform, standing next to patrol cars, and carrying a gun on his hip. Dukes confirmed it was him in all the photos. Dukes admitted to telling several people on Tinder that he worked for BCSO. He said the date at Monroe's would have been his first time meeting someone from the dating app while in uniform. What Dukes didn't know was that the date he was planning to meet when arrested was actually a Bernalillo County employee. Officers knew he had planned to meet her there and hoped he would show up in uniform. Dukes admitted to telling at least one of his Tinder matches that he worked day shifts. He told officers that he was the only one with access to his phone or Tinder account, meaning no one else could have sent those images. Dukes acknowledged that while he pretended to be a law enforcement officer in his spare time, he actually worked at a popular fast food chain. Previously, he said he had patrolled certain city parks and some commercial properties as a security guard. Dukes said he had tried to join the Albuquerque Police Force, APD, the year before but failed the exam. Officers also discovered that 2 protective orders had been filed against Dukes by an ex-girlfriend in recent years. Researchers worldwide have studied police impersonators and found similar psychological reasons for their decision to wear uniforms or flash unauthorized badges to unsuspecting citizens. Research shows many impersonators are people who wanted to become police officers but couldn't for some reason. Some common motivations for impersonation are the material benefits or power associated with an officer's title. When asked if he was just a dumb guy trying to pick up girls, or if there was something else, Dukes denied that his goal was to flirt with women. However, it's also unclear if his goal was truly creating promotional content, given that he had never recorded a video. Dukes was charged and convicted of unlawfully carrying a deadly weapon on school grounds and impersonating a peace officer. In a virtual court hearing, prosecutors tried to portray Dukes as a predator who impersonated an officer to take advantage of women and other vulnerable people. According to KRQE News in Albuquerque, 3 women came forward after BCSO posted about Dukes' arrest, claiming they had matched with the police impersonator. The women alleged that Dukes had explicitly told them he worked for BCSO. One woman claimed she had seen what appeared to be police equipment in his apartment. However, Judge Bruce Fox seemed to disagree with the prosecutor. Judge Fox decided that Dukes' efforts to woo women while dressed as a law enforcement officer didn't warrant jail time. Instead, he gave Dukes a suspended sentence of 2.5 years supervised probation. During his probation, he must wear a GPS monitoring device for 1 year. He is prohibited from possessing any clothing, badges, or insignias indicating any position of authority, and a probation officer will monitor all his social media accounts, including dating apps. The case of Rico Treshawn Dukes is a troubling reminder of the potential risks of online dating and the importance of verifying identities before meeting. In today's digital age, impersonation has become easier than ever, and scammers like Dukes can exploit the trust and sense of security that a uniform or authoritative title can provide. To stay safe when dating online, using background verification tools like TruthFinder can help learn about the person you swiped right on before meeting. Even with just a fake name and some basic information, these tools can help identify real identities and reveal any criminal records or protective orders. Finally, this case also highlights the complex issues surrounding the purchase and possession of police uniforms and related items. While stores like Kaufman's West claim to have strict ID policies, clearly there are loopholes that individuals like Dukes can exploit. Real law enforcement officers and the community at large must remain vigilant against impersonators who might exploit the trust and power that comes with a badge. The case of Rico Treshawn Dukes shows that not everything you see on dating apps is as it appears, and sometimes the man in uniform might not be who you think he is.